What's good? It's Jack Woltering here, and I'm going to talk to you about my first business, JRW Motorized. But before I dive into that, let me give you a little backstory on my selling. So, I started selling stuff in about first grade. My father was a salesman for a cosmetic company, so he would get free nail polish, lipstick, lip gloss, all that stuff, and give it to my mom and my sisters, literally boxes of this stuff. So I was like, there's potential here. So I would grab that free stuff, and I would sell it at school to girls in my grade. This went on for many months, and I was making decent money until some girl or some mom ratted me out. Either way, she called my mom and told her that she got lipstick from me, and my mom told me to stop selling it. And then I was like, shit, I can't sell this anymore. What's the next move? It took me a couple months to get my brain right, but then I was in Walmart, and I was like, everybody loves candy. So when I was like, oh, Mom, I'll meet you out there. I'm getting you a present. Then I bought 3 huge boxes of candy in bulk. And I took that to school. I kept it in my desk. Nobody knew. I even kept my money in there. Thinking back, it's kind of stupid. But I would sling that during lunch, and I would keep making money selling candy. This went on for a long time, and I was actually making good money for a kid, you know. But then years passed. I started selling services more, my landscaping, shoveling driveways, staining fences, whatever it was to get money, because I was always about the hustle, you know. I always had food on my plate. You know, my dad made good money, but I was from a family of 8, so when it came to getting our own, we got our own, which I'm thankful for. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for that. So starting in high school, we started JRW Motorized, my younger brother Reed and I. And how this started, it was Reed's idea, actually. We saw these little 49cc engines you could put on a bicycle and get it going from like around 25, 30 miles an hour. So we'd buy these kits on eBay for $165, around $180 a piece. We'd build out a bicycle and we'd sell it anywhere from $400 to $800, more in around usually the $675 range. But after all said and done, we realized we were kind of lowballing ourselves, because some people would resell what we made for even more. Some of our custom ones, which were really badass. Now, this JRW Motorized business was really cool because not only did I get a bond with my little bro, who was the man and my best friend, but we got to start learning how to sell. And we put these ads up on Craigslist, and there was only one time ever out of the 15 or 16 bikes we sold where we didn't make a sale. Actually, take that back. There was 2 times. One time the person just wasn't interested. The other time it was an old lady and she wiped out. But that's why we were smart too. We had people sign contracts even before they would do a test ride. And then we'd have them sign another contract so we could reduce any liability on our end if they got hurt or anything like that. And that was really cool to see, and that was an awesome business to start, and I had so much fun doing it. Then I went away to college, and I just couldn't keep up. We weren't in touch as much in terms of like actually seeing each other and being able to build these out, because it took a lot of time and a lot of work to just build them out. So I guess, what did I learn from this experience? I learned the importance of making your own shit, hustling, understanding the business. And this business was blowing up. There were some people doing it on a larger scale, and you know, I have a little part of me that regrets not diving more into it at that time and that age. I did submit a business plan to a bank for like a $5,000 like award. It might have been $10,000. Either way, I didn't get it. That hurt me a little bit back then. This was right before college, and I was like, oh, I let it get to me a little bit. But either way, there was a lot of work involved. I still have some of these cool things. Hopefully I can throw some pictures up here from my old MySpace or something where we used to have all the pictures listed. There should be some online as well, so you can see what these things are looking like, because they're badass. I actually used to use one throughout college, driving all around. You know, I would get to class literally from my house, from my dorm, from my apartment, depending where it was, and around, you know, like, especially senior year, I could get there in like 2 minutes. Other times I'd drive a little around town, but this thing got me to work. When I didn't have a car, I'd drive it in the winter in Kansas through the snow to go work out. And I just wanted to talk about that first business at JRW Motorized and kind of tell you my backstory in terms of, you know, why I'm so passionate about it, why I love to sell, why I love building up and figuring it out. And it was a good learning experience, not only because that, but also walking away. You know, it's hard to walk away from something that you spent so many hundreds of hours investing your time in. It really is. Like I said, it still bothers me a little bit, but it is what it is. And that's a little story about my first couple businesses, I guess. More to come at you. Now, I'm most excited about the business that I got popping right now. 2 businesses. And we'll talk about that in the next video.